Hello soccer fans, this is Jose Bosch for FCTucson.com and you're watching the weekly wrap-up. We got a jam-packed show for you today. We'll find out how the Pima County Board of Supervisors made FC Tucson's home field a reality. We'll also speak with Bryan DeJonghe, who represented FC Tucson at the Boston Marathon this week. And we'll look ahead to FC Tucson's scrimmage against the Lopes of Grand Canyon University, the team's final tune-up against an opposing team before the PDL season starts. But first, I'd like to remind you that for all news related to FC Tucson, you can go to our website at www.fctucson.com. You can also like us on Facebook at facebook.com/FCTucson. And you can follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/FC_Tucson. Now, as you can see behind me, the trucks are already out preparing for FC Tucson's future home field at Field 5 at the Keno Sports Complex North. So how did it all happen? The Pima County Board of Supervisors voted 5-0 to make it happen. So we decided to see what the reaction was between the players, coaches, and the fans. Take a look.
Working together, I think we're going to find that this is going to be a great venture that's going to bring great things to our community in the future, but also make some really good things happen today for young people, for their families, and ultimately for the good of all of us here in Tucson. I'm going to go ahead and move item C and make sure that FC Tucson has their home field designation over at Field 5 in Tennessee.
Second.
Motion has been made and second to approve item number 1C on the addendum agenda. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, please signify by saying nay. Motion carries. I'm going to go ahead and take a 10-minute break, and we will return to the sound of the gavel.
Well, it's an excellent feeling. Before, it was just, are we going to have the facility? Are we going to be at Keno? Are we going to be at Tucson High? Where exactly are we going to be playing? Now we know that, hey, this is our permanent home field. So if you ever want to see any FC Tucson games, want to know where FC Tucson's at, Keno, we now know, is the best place to get your information.
Awesome. That was big news. All the coaches, I texted the coaches right before all the committee sat down with them, and I was excited. There's no other right when we got our home field. It'll be awesome to play with 2,000 plus fans right behind us and in our hometown Tucson.
The most exciting part for us as an ownership group is that we're moving towards our goal. We set out a year and a half ago, and we sat down and said, we want to be the premier soccer team in Southern Arizona, ultimately in the state of Arizona, and then on the West Coast, rival some of the more major franchises in soccer on the West Coast. And, having a world-class facility and world-class fields goes a long way, because in other places in the United States this is somewhat normal. However, Major League Baseball's quality fields are even very high standard for Major League Soccer. So for us to be able to play soccer on these fields and then to turn what used to be the Diamondbacks' primary training field into our stadium is super exciting.
I can't even tell you how much fun it's going to be, because we've had so much fun even at these first year. I mean, I know that people are excited about the Desert Cup. They felt the energy from it, the energy. They're going to remember what they did at Keno, what it was like, and they're going to bring that energy right across the street here. I just think it's going to be a fantastic, reasonably placed, with a family opportunity, but also for that younger 18 to 34 crowd, there's going to be our party section too. So I mean, I think all people can have an enjoyable experience out at the park.
Cactus Pricks, be as loud as possible. 19th, Cactus Pricks. Let's go, baby.
FC Tucson's first home game is May 19th against the Southern California Seahorses, but you don't have to wait until then to buy your tickets. Season tickets are on sale now online. You can go to our website at www.fctucson.com and click on the Season Tickets tab at the top of the page. You can also get your tickets at ticketforce.com. And finally, you can just go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/FCTucson, and click the Buy Tickets tab at the top of the page. Can't wait to see you guys there May 19th, Saturday, against the Southern California Seahorses. Now moving along, Bryan DeJonghe, FC Tucson player, had a pretty important week himself as he ran the Boston Marathon on Monday. We talked to him a little bit about the experience. Take a look.
Good to see you, buddy. So you ran a marathon?
Yeah, on Monday, yeah.
Wow, where was it?
In Boston.
I know.
Oh, wow. Yeah. The Boston.
Yeah, the Boston. Yeah.
The Boston.
Just started Well, I'd run it when I was 20. So for me, it was a long process of kind of getting back again, now that I'm 26. So 6 years later, I kind of decided this is something I'd like to be part of again, just because my first experience was so fulfilling. Training, I was getting myself ready for this, and then all of a sudden, with the Boston weather, you know, it's raining earlier that week, and then it's like hitting 91 the day of the race, and it's humidity, and it's just something you can't control. And so, in a large way, it's disappointing, but it taught me a lot about, you know, you can only be in control of what you can do. You can train hard and work hard, and then it's a lot about attitude too. So the day of the race, even though it's hot and stuff, it's just like, you know, I'm willing to suffer. I'm willing to do what it takes, no matter what. My attitude's gonna be good. And so about mile 6 in, you know, I was like, I cannot keep the same pace. I need to drop off. It's just too hot. So at that time, you just kind of make a mental decision that, hey, I gotta slow it down and just finish the race. Just get it done and not worry about the time. So in a way, it kind of took a weight off my back, but like I said, the competitive side of me just wants to just always PR. Always wants to do my very best. And so, yeah, but a day like that, you just got to finish. Yeah, this was very special to me, and this was something that the crowd really enjoyed, just because I'm in Boston, and Tucson's the other side of the country. So people are shouting out, you know, FC Tucson, you know, Tucson. So it was very special for me, and I really played it up. I really ate it up too. So going past the crowd, I'm lifting the bib and I'm saying, you know, hey, this is where I'm from, and people really responded to that. So I really was very special to represent my city and my team.
Now, Bryan told me that he plans to run a 3rd Boston Marathon. He just hopes it takes less than 6 years to do it again. But we want to congratulate Bryan for doing an excellent job representing FC Tucson and finishing in that record heat and humidity in Boston. Now, moving forward, FC Tucson has a scrimmage Friday, April 20th against Grand Canyon University. And this game isn't so much about planning how to tactically handle Grand Canyon University as it is about bringing the team together just in time for the PDL season. We spoke with head coach Rick Shantz and player Reed Schmidt just about that. Take a look.
The number one thing that we'll be, as 2 weeks out from a game, looking for would be the continuity of the defending, as well as just getting more minutes for the guys that will be playing on the 5th. We don't have our full roster against Grand Canyon, but we have at least 8 to 9 of the players that'll play a lot of minutes in that match. So we'd like to get them a good run, keep them going, get used to playing at least once or twice a week, and give them the opportunity to play a good high-level opponent, as well as focus on communication, team defending, and start to establish, the type of team we want to be as far as our attack.
Because we've been playing with each other the last month, everyone knows how we play together, and everyone's positive. That's the main thing. Everyone's positive, and everyone's getting along on the field. Yeah, everyone's just coming together right before season. That's the main thing. I think we all have the ability. Everyone's played at this level or even higher. So I think it's awesome right before season to get one more game in right before the season.
If you'd like to catch FC Tucson in action, the game will be in Phoenix on the campus of Grand Canyon University. Game time starts at 8 p.m. You can also follow the game on Twitter at twitter.com/FC_Tucson. Well, that does it for another edition of the weekly wrap-up. I'd like to remind you that season tickets for FC Tucson home games are on sale now. You go to our website at www.fctucson.com. Just click on the season tickets tab. You can also go to the website ticketforce.com. And finally, you can go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/FC Tucson. Just click on the buy ticket tab at the top of the page. Thank you very much for watching the weekly wrap-up. This is Jose Bosch. Until next time, so long, Tucson.